from the time I was very little through my adulthood, I guarantee you that most people looked at my life and they said, she has got it together. But inside, I felt like I was falling apart. Because inside, I was tired. I was tired of proving and performing and pushing myself. I was tired of feeling like I had to be perfect and have it all together in order to be accepted, in order to be loved. And it caught up with me. In February of 2017, I'm lying on my couch, with tears streaming down my face, and I am sicker than I have ever been. I have swollen lymph nodes. Every time I swallow, it's like excruciating pain in my throat. You know that kind of sore throat that you're like, I cannot even swallow. This hurts so bad. I lost my voice. I could barely keep my eyes open. And I have never in my life felt so emotionally, mentally, and physically exhausted. Like I was done. You know when you get to that point in your life where you're like, I am done? Some of you might be there right now. You're like, I'm done. I'm exhausted. My body was giving up. And so I'm laying there on the couch, and I'm feeling just so wiped out. And I'm looking at my phone, and my husband is sending me pictures and videos from my niece Raleigh's second birthday party. And in the pictures, she's wearing this cute little unicorn crown. And in one of the pictures, she's giving a salute with like a bright orange Cheeto. And I'm looking at these pictures and I'm thinking to myself, how did I get here? How did I get to this spot where I'm missing out on moments that matter? Like, I want to be there. I should be there. Why am I not there? How have I gotten to this point in my life? I was diagnosed with Epstein-Barr virus, which is an acute form of mono. And it took me months to even begin to get my energy back, to begin to feel like myself. And as I was going through that experience, the ironic thing about the whole thing is that at the time, I was as sick as I've ever been. I was the director of Wellbeing at my company. And 1 year earlier, I had been recognized as the #1 health promotion professional in the entire United States. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am such a fraud. And in the weeks that followed that diagnosis, I got a text message from a friend of mine. And it started with these words: warning, unsolicited observation coming. Now let's be real. That's not typically followed by, I just want to let you know how amazing you are. Like, we get a message like this, a hard truth that we do not want to hear is about to follow. And I knew it was coming, and there was part of me that so badly, you ever want to just like delete a message, be like, I didn't see it, it didn't come through. And I wanted to delete that message in that moment. But I knew she sent it to me for a reason. And so I braced myself as I read it. And she said, Rachel, you post all the time on social media about not worrying so much about achievement and about the importance of slowing down. But you yourself rarely seem to slow down. She said, pardon me for saying so, but you don't seem content or fulfilled. I wish you would believe the things that you're telling the rest of us. I have never felt so exposed in my life. I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought no one could tell. Do you ever feel that way? You're like, my life is falling apart behind the scenes, and I don't think anybody can notice. Like, I'm good. We're good on the surface. We're fine. I was so not fine, and she could see right through me. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'd been muting myself for too long, and I knew I had to tell her. I was like, you are right. You're right, I'm struggling with this, and I'm working on it because I want to get better. I don't want to be this way anymore. This is not the life that I want to be living. And sometimes you have to bottom out to realize that about yourself, don't you? You have these moments where you're like, I've got to change. Something has to change. And I realized I was stuck in this thing that so many of us get stuck in, something that I learned about from Dr. Gabor Mate. And he says that from the time we're young, we have a decision to make. This is not a conscious choice for most of us. We have a decision to make between two things: attachment and authenticity. We can choose to be in attachment, we can be in connection with other people, or we can be authentic. We can express what we really think and want and need and feel. But here's the thing. Most of us choose attachment over authenticity because our need to be in connection with other people, think about it, like from the time you are born, you need other people to survive, don't you? You need other people to survive. You have to be in connection. It is necessary for our survival. But being authentic is not. And so we learn to set aside what we really think and what we really feel and what we really need and want, just so that we can get other people's approval and acknowledgement and acceptance. It's like we become who we think people expect us to be, even if it means betraying ourselves. And we've all done it at one time or another. And I was doing it over and over and over again.